Hi class, my name is Amanda Pauley. I will be your instructor, guide through music appreciation this spring at Nash Community College for MUS 110. Welcome to all of you, and I'm sorry that this is the format in which we will be working, that I won't get to work with you one-on-one, face-to-face, or even voice-to-voice. I enjoyed teaching in the classroom, but since the past 5 years I've been teaching this class at Nash online only because I moved from Rocky Mount over to Statesville when my husband's job changed. So just wanted to let you know that I don't have an actual office on campus, and that if you do need to talk to me or meet with me, I'd be glad to meet face to face. We can do a Zoom meeting or a FaceTime call or a Google Hangout or something like that. So you just let me know if you get overwhelmed or get behind and there's something that you really need help with. I'll be more than glad to do that. There are over 75 of you in this class, and so this is a rather large class for me for this spring semester. So I will do my best to keep up with emails and correspondence as the semester progresses. The most important thing that you can do, obviously you've done the EVA and you've uploaded your certificate, and that's how you're seeing this video now, is to check your email frequently, is to check in always on Mondays to see what your assignments are and plan your week. Plan, when am I going to get this work done? Set aside time. Some weeks you're going to have more to do than other weeks. And so just make sure that you are prepared and that you don't wait till the last second. All of your assignments start on Monday morning at midnight at 12 a.m. and they are due the following Sunday night by midnight. You have a full 7 days. You can work on stuff in the middle of the night if that's the best time for you, or wait until Sunday. I would not recommend waiting until Sunday just because you might not have time to get it all done. What if you had a technical issue or computer issue? And so my best advice to you is to always make sure that you set aside good time and that you are prepared to complete your assignments on time. Make sure that you've read my syllabus and that you understand everything in it. It goes week by week what you're responsible for and gives dates for all of your tests, all of your quizzes, all of your assignments, and your projects. And so we have, you'll see the breakdown of your grade in the syllabus, but I just wanted to touch on this really quick. You have listening assignments in this course every week that go along with your reading. You don't get credit for reading, but you do get credit for doing something called a Learn Smart activity. Learn Smart activities are things that go along with your reading. They are questions that I'm going to show you in another video how to navigate through your Learn Smart. Learn Smart are things that I do not take late, okay? The point of the Learn Smart activities is for you to do your reading and answer questions. When you do your reading and answer questions during the time that is assigned, then that's going to enable you to do the best job on your quizzes and on your forums and on your tests. And so I do not take Learn Smart activities late. If for some reason you get behind, which many of you will, I do take listening assignments late, and I do take tests and quizzes late, but only if you've cleared it with me before the deadline, before the due date. That is my late work policy, and so you can find that in the syllabus. Sorry, my little puppy has decided to eat all of a sudden. We did a rescue. We rescued a dog back in December before Christmas, and his name is Duncan, and I will show him to you sometime. He is a precious little thing. And okay, so you have Learn Smart activities that go along with your reading. You have listening assignments that go along with your reading as well. Each of those receive 20% of your total grade. So every week for 16 weeks, you have Learn Smart activities. Every week for 16 weeks you have listening activities. Some weeks you have quizzes, some weeks you have forums, and some weeks you have tests. There will always be one of those things going on in addition. Your test, forums, and quizzes are total your 25% of your grade. So your daily work is 40% of your grade. Your testing work is 25% of your grade. And then your attendance is 5%. This is the way I take attendance. If you are there, if the way you get counted absent is if I don't see any work on Connect for that week. I gauge your attendance by your Connect McGraw-Hill work. Okay, your listening, your Learn Smart, your quizzes. So each week you do get a grade for attendance, and you'll see that in there as well. Then you have 10% that goes toward your final. There is a comprehensive final in this course, and that is the 16th week of this course. All of your other assignments will already be turned in, and you can spend that whole week reviewing. It's not an easy test because it does need to be comprehensive. But if you've done your work through the semester, you should be just fine. It would be a shame for you to do all this work and then bomb your final. And so I'm giving you a whole week. Now that we have 16 weeks, normally I teach this course late start, which gives us only 14. This time we have 16. So I'm going to give you that whole week to be ready, and you'll have time to do other stuff that you're working on for other classes. In addition to that, you also have a concert credit report that you will be assigned, and I will give you information about that later. That is 10% of your grade. And then the last 10% of your grade is your music timeline. I'm changing this assignment from previous semesters, and I will give you more information about that later. Just so you know, if you've talked to anyone that has taken this course from me in the last year and a half, there is a major project timeline due. And so it used to be 30% of your grade, and last year was 20%. Even last semester was 20%. I'm changing it to 10%, and I am changing the assignment. Just so you know. Okay. So I'm going to stop with my face on the screen so much, and I'm going to share our Moodle course page. Hopefully it'll come up. Each week you need to go to this Moodle course class page. You will find announcements from me, and any correspondence will come directly through the announcements tab. You should also receive those in email, but please check that as well each week. If there's a video that you need to watch in subsequent weeks, I will tell you that in the list of things to do that week. Okay, the very first thing that we need to talk about is getting you connected to your McGraw-Hill campus link. And so your first thing to do is this. Go to this link and click on it. It's going to open up in a new screen, and you're going to see a picture that looks something like this. Do not touch this or any other part. You only touch the white button. Okay? The white button is going to open you up to another window where you will be able to, I'm already registered obviously, but where you will be able to register your NASH email address. If you're a dual enrolled student or an early college student, make sure that you use your NASHCC, st.nashcc.edu email address, because that is what you are signed up with. It will open up to something like this once you've given it your email address. Each week you will find your week 1, week 2, week 3 assignments all the way through 16. These things do not open until tomorrow, and so I'm making this video on Sunday. And so if something is past due, it's going to tell you. There are some videos on your Moodle page down here at the bottom. Connect allows you to work harder, work smarter, not harder. All right. I know I got in this thing before. Let me see if this is it. I don't think that's it. I know there's a video in here that talks about how to use Connect. I'll see if I can get that working. All right. So any resources and extra things down here, I'll have at the bottom. Here's also a copy of my late work policy. All right. So once you get into this, you are going to open up each one of these. These chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. I think you just have 2 of these this week. Those are your Learn Smart activities. Now, let me go back really quick. Right here. Smart Book, or you can just read. This is where you find your Learn Smart activities, and this is where you can just read. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. Let me get my picture out of the way so I can scroll down. All right. All right, so this is where your book is. I would recommend reading in your book first. And then when you go to do your Learn Smart, you can say, okay, I'm going to say cancel. Okay, this is literally going to go through page by page. Okay? So when I say read pages such and such, that's going to be located. So here's page 4. Okay? So in your syllabus, you will see the pages that you have to read each week. Now I'm going to go back to my instructor view so that I can open up one of these Learn Smart activities. We're running close on time. I am going to go on to another video after this one. I'm taking 3 weeks to do the elements, which I normally in the past few years I've only taken 2. So we have a little extra time. I don't know if I can get into this. Hopefully I can. I'm going to pause this until it comes up. Okay, so this page has finally opened. After you've done the reading, this is what's called the practice. You'll see a tab down here. If you're reading in Learn Smart, it'll say practice down here, and that's how you get to your Learn Smart activities. So here's the deal. You have this little gray bar down here. You've got to answer 10 questions for this section to pass number 1. This is number 1, chapter 1. And so if you think you know the answer, then true or false, the faster that an object vibrates, the lower its pitch. I'm going to say true. And I'm going to say I'm unsure because I really haven't read it. Okay, it's going to tell me, no, my answer was wrong. And so it's not going to give me credit for that question. Okay, so you must answer the question correctly. And this keeps track of how well you're learning. Okay, we're just about to our 15-minute time. And so this is how you do your Learn Smart activities. This is 20% of your full grade. And each week you'll have chapters 17 through 21 or 27 through 32. And so you must finish all of them. If you just want to read, you can go into this tab. But when you want to get back to Learn Smart, you'll go into the Practice tab. All right. I will be stopping this